Alright, we are back here for some more Soul Level 1 action. I'm gonna stick here with the Dragon Slayer armor for the time being. I think we've made some nice progress with that. So I want to see that. I want to see if we can improve upon what we did last time. I think last time the best we did was about 1/3 of his health gone. So I just want to see if we can make that, you know, get that down to 2/3 of his health, and you know, maybe after that get him done. That's the hope. But of course, I always have to point out that the video prior to this one, the last video I did that night, it was supposed to be a full-length video, but for some reason that error that happens to me sometimes ended up happening again, and it turns into a 7.5-minute video, I believe it ended up being at the end. I'm still not quite sure what is causing that. I made a speculation the time before, but I don't recall that same event happening this time around, so it's hard for me to say that that's definitively what's causing it. Fortunately, as it has been with every case thus far, hopefully nothing was missed. You know, it was a full video of me doing exactly this. I had an attempt with Cirrus somewhere in there, but I don't know if it was the last video or the video before that happened. So if you don't see me trying with Cirrus one time, then that got cut out. But I'm pretty sure that was the video before. I think the video that got cut was 100% just me with my crossbow. There was one attempt. It was the attempt I was talking about earlier where he got to 1/3 of his health, which is about where we're at now. Oh wow! Okay, I actually didn't know he could do that. that was surprising. Yeah, I didn't know he had that attack. But yeah, it was a good attempt, just like that one. But he did, instead of throwing that wind blade at me like that, he drug his weapon through the ground and did an uppercut slash. Do I have any, And I avoided that uppercut slash, but then he did a downward follow-up attack, and I didn't know that was coming. And so that attack killed me, and I feel, I always feel like, you know, that was a great attempt. If I had just avoided that attack that killed me, you know, maybe that ends up being the attempt. It wasn't a good attempt. It wasn't a bad attempt. It was the attempt. But such is the way it goes, just like that wind blade, you know. You have to learn about these things before you can learn to avoid them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with this Dragon Rider for a while. And I think we're going to stick with the crossbow also for a while. It feels a lot easier to avoid his attacks when I can just constantly be running away from him like I am now. I may not be showing how easy it is in this particular attempt, but it feels feels a lot easier to avoid attacks when I've got a little bit of distance. Than if I have to close the gap. Oh wow, that was just a bad attempt. The entire way. Like, I ran through 5 Estus there. I never really use Estus against him, 1 or 2 at the most. And you know, usually, yeah, the reason I'm so committed to this crossbow strategy is that I'm able to avoid his attacks fairly easily. And that effort right there was the antithesis of that. I do want to look at these other crossbows, because I think sniper crossbow maybe not, but that's a no. This one, Nice Ring +2 handing that. Could be better. These have lightning damage, I don't think will do much to the rider. So it's this thing, Nice Ring +2 handing. I'm just gonna have to see how it upgrades. You know, it's gonna be 8,000 for the large shards, and then I think it's 800 for each. So it's gonna cost me about 17,000 souls just to buy the materials. Get it up to a +6. But in the end, if that's extra damage, if we're doing 120 instead of 102, then that every 5 shots would be a bonus shot. So if it would now take us 30 strikes, which I think is actually going to take more than that, but if it would take us 30 hits to kill him now, it would only take 25 to kill him with the Arbalest. And that's just, you know, I'm just spitballing numbers here. I have no idea how that one's so hard for me to dodge. No idea how the Arbalest is going to upgrade. But it is definitely something I want to look into if this attempt fails. There's that fucking Windblade again, it got me! Alright. I need to first find a way to tell the difference between that attack and the attack that killed me the first time. And also, when he does that wind-up, just not have my back to the fucking border. Because both times I would have survived, I just happened to get kicked off the freaking edge. But yeah, we're gonna head back. We're gonna spend those 20 grand on upgrading the Arbalest. Could end up being a waste, no idea. I could obviously I could look up the stats, but what am I? You know, 20,000. What am I gonna do with 20,000 souls? So we're just gonna check this all out, see what it looks like. Thinking I need 2 of these. Oh, I meant to use 2. That's alright. That's okay. Alright, I need 12 of these. 2 of these. Could you do me a favor? First off, can you infuse projectile weapons? It doesn't look like you can. Alright. But at least reinforce my arbalist for me. So it's going to be over here. Two, 3. What is this now? 176 versus 214. So yeah, this is actually a huge jump. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use the chunks there as well. And I would need 9 chunks to get it up. Even further than that. Let's go with it for right now. I'll take this off. I'll put the arbalist on. And that is 214 versus 176. So a pretty big jump. 38 points? Yeah, 38 points. Very significant, very significant. These are going to be maybe 8,000 a piece. I would need... It would cost me almost all my consumables here to upgrade this one more time. Probably gonna do it and then immediately regret doing it. Alright, that's gonna be very close. Okay. 1240. Ah, 1320. That's fine. Alright, so give me one of these. Pop that arbalist up. We got what, 2, 3, 4 now? Yeah. So that's cool. And then we'll just buy a handful of these bolts.
Ashen 1.
Okay, and then the last thing we need to look at is that we did go overweight by switching to this. So probably, yeah, just pop down to the brass armor. And that's gonna be us. Okay, that's gonna be a significant amount of bonus damage. Do I want to do anything with my spell? Would I rather have any of this stuff at all? Healing, there's not a lot I can actually use. This, no. There's the timer. Okay, combustion plan, no. If anything, it would be one of these fire orbs, I think. But I'll probably just not do that. So we'll just do that as is. I'm going to cut it right here, and when we get back, we're going to try this again with a new crossbow.